Hey Taurus, I shuffled the cards. I actually even laid them out. Whatever brought you here, I hope that I can make it worth your while. So stick around. This is going to be a reading from today, August 28th, till mid of September. We will do one more. We will touch base again before the mid actually begins. I'll do that so it's a little bit flowy and more fleshed out. So I did lay the cards out. I was staging the place. I almost burnt the sheet, so I guess I'm the problem. Yeah, the sage is telling me who's the problem. I'm the problem. Yes. So let's begin. The first card out you guys got is Creator. Remember, this is for energies beginning from today, but actually it's already in play for some time, right? It could be that it's coming to a head now. Could be, right? Best part is this card is upright. So the first card out is the Creator. The Creator. Receptivity. You see it? This is also upright. Both these cards were upright. Creator and receptivity. Yep. Third card. Totality. Yep. Next one. Thunderbolt. You see it? This is the Tower card, by the way. You can tell, right? You can tell this is the Tower card. How can it not be the Tower card? Everything is on fire. Jeez. Even the crotch. Yes. All right. Next. Breakthrough. You got it? Yep. And then there are 4 more cards which lean more towards the first half of September, or maybe even the second half of September. We are going to check, right? So on September 15th, when I do your reading again, we are going to check. We'll be able to see, okay, whether it's already played out, or it's still playing out, or it's a continuance. Okay, so the first card in the second row is creativity. This card always has a little bit of a problem with the color codes, because you can't see much, although there's so much to see in this card. This came upright too. Whoa. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards upright. And then guilt. Guilt. It came in reverse. Love it. Guilt came in reverse. And then, oh, hold on. This is, yeah, comparison. It wasn't upright either. This was actually reverse. This is nice, right? Comparison, reverse. Yep, we'll go into these cards and we end the reading. Okay, we will end the reading with a surprise card. I'm going to show it to you later. Okay, so let's begin. Taurus. What is the element of Taurus bringing in our lives right now? Because we need some creator. The creator. Yep. Solar plexus on fire. No, solar plexus is blazing like the sun. Yep. It's solar plexus, sacral, the sun. And then the crown. Do you see the aura? I love the orange and I love the bright yellow and the white aura, then the yellow and then the orange. The creator. Taurus, I guess the creator in us is coming out. It is. And the creator cannot there is no creator without receptivity. You can't create unless you're receiving, unless you're open to receiving. Here's the thing, okay, creating anything is a work of isolation. Even if it is a team effort, it's an isolated thing, okay? Whenever we are creating something, whether it's an art, it's a piece of art, it's a project, it's a startup, right? Anything, it is done in isolation. It is. Creator creates in isolation. Even when the creator is with many around, there are many people who they can delegate to. But the creator has this thing that it is my creation, by the way. It's not ego. Anything that needs to be created, first of all, you imagined it, you saw it, you felt it. Now, you want to manifest it. You want to put it out exactly how you saw it. Exactly. Because that's when it will have an impact. Otherwise, no, not exactly, not satisfactorily enough, not for you. For anybody else outside of you, it may still be a great work of art. You're like, what are you talking about? This works. This is so amazing. Wow, the colors. Wow, the details. I'm just talking about painting, but you can replicate the same details in whatever you're trying to create, right? Only you know it. It has to be exactly how you saw it for it to really satisfy you. So the creator in that is kind of alone, absolutely alone. And this is the creator waiting to create, and then like the world's waiting, people are waiting. There is a waiting energy in this card. You see it? The creator is creating. The creator is probably not even creating. The creator is in this mode, the hermit mode. I'm creating, just not outside. But make no mistake, I am creating. So this is the creator. And while it's a lonely task, okay, creators sometimes feel, if it is something that you are creating and you're creating and you're creating, you're on that journey, you're on that path of creation after creation after creation, there's bound to be receptivity at some level. There's bound to be receptivity, not just from the source, not just from the inside, that yes, I am receiving all the messages, I am understanding my imagination, I understand where my thoughts are leading me, where my emotions are leading me. Why did I travel to a remote location? Maybe because I wanted to capture the beauty of this valley. I didn't even know this valley existed till I dropped in. So yeah, you are receptive. As a creator, you definitely are receptive. So Taurus, I think this time around, the creator is going to be very, very receptive. Not just to themselves, their intuition, their eternal energy, the information that they are getting from the ether floating around, emotions, feelings, imagination, concepts, epiphanies, drive, urges. Not just that, you are open to much more. So much more. It's humans. Receptivity. Receptive towards other humans. Your biggest art, Taurus. Humans. Whatever you're creating, it's for us. Don't negate it. Don't belittle it. Do not belittle us tiny human beings, Taurus. Okay, my work is for me. Come on, Taurus. Age of Aquarius. It's for all of us. You're doing it for us. For our eyes, for our senses. You are. Be receptive. The human beings are coming. It seems, Taurus, the human beings are coming. I know this may sound like a specific story, but it's not. This is for the entire spectrum. So, the next up, we have totality. What did I say? Humans are humans. Yes, see, Taurus. Humans. Oh my God, there is another human. And then there's this human. And then there's you. You. Someone swinging you up at the right time for you to catch this person's hands and swing to the next point. Receptivity. Receptivity. Oh God, why didn't I see it's a lotus? I love a lotus. I love a lotus. Receptivity. Wow. Again, the lotus, I have to clarify one thing about the lotus. The lotus doesn't wait to grow to a certain level before it starts, throwing its seeds out or, reproduce. No, the lotus starts throwing its seeds out while it's growing, so other lotuses can grow together with it. That's how the lotus works. So, be the human lotus, Taurus. Be the human lotus. Yep. Here's a single lotus who's being receptive to the grid. Do you know the grid, Taurus? The grid is every living being, all phenomena, actually, which includes Earth and all the things that you see on the surface of Earth and beneath. This is the grid. Do you see how many lines go out, how many lines and cords of connection go out? They're going out to the grid. You connected to every living soul and dead that is in the ether, that you access, that you create with. How many dead souls are you creating with, Taurus? Huh? You love the dead so much? Come out, come out, come out, wherever you are. We are living. Denying the grid doesn't make the grid disappear. You can isolate yourself in your creativity. It's not going to let the grid disappear. You are accessing the grid. All the imagination that you're accessing is from the grid. Get it? So the work of art, the startup, the project, the creativity, the creation is actually gratitude. Gratitude to the grid. You're giving your creation to the grid. Now it's an experience open for many, everybody, all of us. Whether we know you, we don't know you, doesn't matter. Whether we ever see your work, doesn't matter. Now that experience is out on the grid. This is what you created. This is the experience you had. It was your journey while you were creating, while you were in the creative mode. And now you create something. It is for all of us to experience, to see, and also to replicate. Yeah, we all copy. We are all copycats. We'll copy you, Taurus. We will. We don't have to know you to copy you. We are on the grid with you. We don't need to know you. Do we? No. We'll copy you. We were there when you were creating. Because we are the grid. Just like if I'm creating, you're here. All right. And totality. I said something about delegation. Forget that part because that was something else. This is something else. This isn't delegation. This is another example of the grid and how it works. I know it doesn't seem so in reality. It's not like one person is swinging you off and the other is ready to catch you. That's not reality. We get it. I get it. I get it. I get why you create alone, Taurus. Because this is scary, right? This is holy shit balls. If this person does not catch me, because there's a gap. If this swinging girl does not catch me, and this person lets go of me, bye, Felicia. Loved you even when you're stupid. That's what happens. This is why you create alone. Probably you can't even have an extra set of eyes on you. You'll be too conscious of them to create. It happens. Happens a lot. Other people's energies. The creator while using the grid also says, please keep me off the grid. I'll use the grid, I'll use the knowledge, the imagination, the experiences, the circumstances, the life, everything from the grid. I'll take it. I will use it to create. But keep me away from the grid, from the people. I can't handle people. I can't stand people. That's Taurus any day, every day. Because Taurus looks at everybody like, oh, now you're my responsibility. The person didn't ask you. The person also knows. Somehow, it just so happens, Taurus. You meet people and immediately they are your responsibility. In some way, shape or form, you carry the whole weight of them with you. That is not receptivity. I have to accept it myself. That is not receptivity. That is draining, and that is what will stop the creator in you. It will just stop you from creating. It will be like, when do I create? Do I create for them? But first I have to create this for this person or that person, or whatever I wanted to create. I don't even feel myself anymore. So let alone create. So yeah, you need your space to create. Taurus, if you have been creating, or if you are going to be a creator now, if you are again coming back into the creator mode, all right? If you are coming back into the creator mode, okay, here's what the Taurus element is trying to tell you, okay? There's going to be a difference in how you create. It's no longer going to be the creator going up in the mountains, even if it's in their heads, to create. Why? Because you're stepping out of that zone, of that phase. Even if that's all you have known all your life to be your truth, we are stepping out of it. Okay, age of Aquarius, step it up. So, next up, as I said, receptivity and totality. Do you get how the grid works? It doesn't mean someone will always be there when you're falling, when you're swinging to catch you. That's not what totality is here. Totality is receptivity on all levels. It is not just receptivity for the cause, creation. That's not what totality is. Totality here is when you're receptive to not just what flows into you, but what can flow out of you. What flows into you is what you put in your creation. But what flows out of you as a person is blank. That's got to change. I guess it's changing. Whether you like it or not, Taurus, it's actually happening. You will be receptive. You will be receptive to others. You will be receptive to other human beings. You will trust, Taurus. You will trust. The next step to your evolution, Taurus. Okay, I don't care how many times you did this practice, and this person always ends up not getting to your hands or letting your hands slip off. No matter how many times you had trust issues, not trust issues, you were blindly trusting people or whatever the case may be, Taurus. And whenever you stopped it, this is the coming out of it. Do you see again the yellow, the orange? Does this card look like a dark, gloomy risk about to have an accident kind of a card to you? I mean, look at the colors. The colors depict the cards, in tarot cards, colors, they matter a lot. They say everything to you. Everything. Look at it. Orange, yellow, white. This is totality. This is healing. Totality in how you receive. You do not just receive partially from the grid, in your imagination, in your thoughts, in the people that you see but you do not interact with, what you watch, observe, things that you see, places that you go to seek isolation. That's for creation, right? Now the creator is going to use not just the floating, the in-between people, the imagination, the experience and everything. They are going to be receptive to people also. So many of creators, you know what we do? We are totally detached from the people or even the circumstances we are using to create. It does happen. Receptivity talks about being open, right? Being open to receiving. If you go into this hermit mode, this monk-like state, even when you're surrounded by many people, let's say, who are working on a project with you, doesn't matter. If you have gone into this monk-like state, again, nothing to do with your sex life, you could be sexing it up and still be very, 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 very inwards and very, very detached from the very source that you're gathering all your imagination and understanding from, which is, again, the grid, the people, the love, is the fun, is not about just carrying on good conversations in a bonhomie spirit. This is true receptivity. The creator knows that it can, she can, or he can, or they can show themselves as receptive and know that the people are walking away and seeing the block, seeing they cannot break down that wall. They cannot reach you. Can they? Because you take everything and accept everything. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I know. Thank you. So kind of you. Such kind words. Thank you. Even if you cry and laugh with them, there is a part of you that they cannot reach, Taurus. As a creator, you had to shut that part down. That's what you thought is important to be a creator. But Taurus, time's up. No more creating in the dark, no more feeling naked in front of people. No more feeling like you can't be any more vulnerable than you already are. This is not about vulnerability. This is about strength, core strength. So this time around, the creator is going to be very receptive to the very subjects who have helped their imagination in developing the art creator. You cannot remain a creator for long if you only access the grid for your next creation. There, I said it. Next up, Thunderbolt. Are you in? Are you out, Taurus? Because this is happening. Are you in? Are you out? Okay, I'm getting this thought and I'm just going to share it, okay? Sometimes when people have to accept help from others or rely on others, like this, here, catch. I'm sending this person your way, catch. When you have to rely on people, this can also shut you off from people. Although you are taking their help, but that can shut you off. Because it's Tower, right? The creator seeking help. Oh, that's a Tower moment, if any. If any. Even if you know why, even if you have strong reasons to, even if you don't care, because you know what you are trying to create, and anything and everything that is stopping you from building that creation will be sorted out. So yeah, you're seeking help, you're taking help, but this is Tower for you. Why? Because this will make you detach even more. Now you will look at the grid like, oh, so humans are there if I need help. Plus, I would rather not need help ever. And I would rather be able to give than receive. I would rather give. This is the creator, right? You're creating, you're giving, you're a giver. You create because you're giving back to the grid. But when you're receiving from the grid, it seems shameful, or maybe it seems indignity. Is that it? The creator who can create, the creator who is the one who gives out, is now suddenly asking or needing support? Taurus, that's a Tower moment. That's a heavy Tower moment. This is an energy, by the way. This is an element. Okay, you're a Taurus, I'm a Taurus moon. Wherever Taurus plays out in your chart, okay, whatever Tower moment is about to happen, or has happened, or is something that you are currently going through, okay, it is all about people. It is somehow trying to urge you to be more receptive. Oh, that is the lesson. That is the lesson from the beginning. The creator from the start. The creator in isolation. Please be more receptive. Understand. Accept. It is not just help that you receive. It isn't. There is an openness. The heart chakra openness right here that needs to happen. And it is happening. Whether you like it or not, because it's a Tower moment, see? You're seeking help, you have to seek help, you have to delegate, you have to tell people your plans, you have to explain, you have to describe, you have to give them details maybe. Or maybe you are asking for help, maybe you need funds. This is the Tower moment. And Taurus is trying to tell you from the beginning, the Taurus energy, the element is trying to tell you from the beginning, hey, creator, listen up. We are entering the next phase. This is going to get ugly before it gets good. We are not going to feed off of the grid just like that. We are going to be receptive. We are not just givers, or we are not just takers. This could be smooth, Taurus, but it's awful right now because it's breaking a cycle in you. You know, the first few times you ask for help, it's going to be really awkward. And maybe you don't mind being awkward because the creation matters more. Anything else can go to the wayside. I get it, Taurus. Can go to the fucking wayside. The creation matters. So if I have to lick your boots for now, I will. And Taurus with that. Do you see how you get detached? You detach yourself? How the process of creation itself can make you detach from the very people? Because you really think that seeking help is not for you. You're the one who supports, who gives, who loves, who sees, who shares, who shows, who breaks the ice, who opens people up. Right, Creator? This is not about accepting help only. Accepting help during the creation of something, that's not it. Receptivity is so much more. It's natural, it's flowy, it's where you gelling with your environment, where you are comforted, where you are in your comfort zone. When you are alone, you're in your comfort zone. When you're outside, because it's receptivity. People are willing to love, people are willing to give, Taurus. Everybody is lovable, everybody is loving. I know I'm saying it, but it is true. It is what you coax out of that person. And Taurus, usually you coax the best of that person, the beauty in that person, because you showcase that to them, because you are the creator. You see beauty in everything, even in the horrific. You do. I wonder if it has been done to you. Probably that's why you need to open up. I know this kind of like defeats the purpose. You should have that in order to open up. You should have offers, you should have gifts, you should have something that people are willing to give for you to receive. You have to be receptive first. Yo, you don't know how that works out. It's how you will approach a person for help. First, you will be like, when you need to seek someone's help because you're creating and you need that person's help. Okay, it's how you arrange yourself, right? Like, I don't care. I need this. I don't care. I'm gonna shut off my ego. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna ask for it, and I hope that asshole says yes. Receptivity is knowing that there are resources infinite outside of you, and all you're doing is seeing that person who's also a resource, who's not just a resource. He's an eternal being. She's an eternal being. God. Nothing happens without God's approval. So you're receptive. When you approach that person, you're already receptive. Resources abundant, galore. One more opportunity with that person. Receptivity kills that feeling of failure within you, because there's no failure, there's just attempt attempt, 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 attempt. There's no thoughts given between failures of, those attempts of failure. No thoughts. The thought is, okay, next. The gap between those attempts is not filled with thoughts of failure. That's receptivity. This is how we are receptive. When we are not bogged down by the frustration of another no, another person who did not get me. What will we do? Will it improve your chances with the next opportunity? No, it won't. No, it won't. If you are a player, okay, let's say cricket, and people are about to come and watch you, selectors, and the day before you played real bad. During practice, you played real bad. I'm just giving us an example. I'm not sure anybody who plays cricket is watching tarot right now, but you never know. All these professions make you believe in God straight away. Like, oh my God. The next day in front of the selectors, you will carry the failures of the last evening with you. The gap it took between all those net practices and the final moment in front of the selectors was filled with thoughts of failure, anger, doubt, frustration with oneself, and fear of not underperforming yet again tomorrow. Receptivity cannot coexist then. Receptivity is when in between the spaces of creation, in between the spaces of attempts, you are still receptive. You are not blocking yourself now. You're not hardening your heart or your mind or telling yourself all those, get ready, this happened then, this happened yesterday, now again this. I tried it a few years ago, it didn't work out. I tried again, this time it didn't work out. Receptivity is knowing that, hey, it's nice, it's gonna get better, I guess. Everything is happening. Resources galore. It's limitlessness. That is receptivity. Creator. You are limitless. You believe it, or you say it to yourself, you counsel yourself, but not just here. Or not just here. You're limitless outside of this body as well. These resources weren't available to you for the first time. They have been available before as well, in many, many lives, in many, many births. And you are right now living in many, many bodies. So, who knows? Who knows? If you are receptive, Taurus, who knows? Who the fuck knows? So stop it. Stop the negative dialogue that enters your head for accepting help from others, for accepting help from the grid. You deserve it, Taurus. You deserve way more than that. You're a giver, Taurus. Let the grid give back to you. Let the grid give back to you. Be receptive. Bloody hell. Be receptive. Next up. And by the way, this is happening. Taurus, this is tough. It is awkward. This is not how you like to deal with life. You have a certain set of responses when seeking help or taking help, and what you do with the person after you take their help, like, bye. I'm not going to be grateful to you my whole life. Oh shit, I need to be grateful to you my whole life. I already feel like I'm going to be grateful to you my whole life. So, bye. So yeah, it's pretty fantastic anxiety, but Taurus, we are leaving that behind, okay? We are going to accept help and with great gratitude. That's the breakthrough. And it is not about just seeking help or asking for help. That's just one part. Receptivity is being open to receive. It is not about an opportunity has risen and now you're deciding whether you take it or not. No, that's not the breakthrough. The breakthrough is now you're open to receive all the time, 24/7. You're open to receive. Say it with me. Do not sexualize it. I am open to receive at all times. Next up, guilt. And it is in reverse. So, Taurus, what did I say before? The whole, I don't want to take help. I don't want to seek help. What the fuck am I going to do with these people after? Like what? I will be emotionally exhausted just by thanking them. The guilt of not being able to give them back as much as they have given you. You're again freaking wrong, Taurus. First of all, you probably go by, not probably, I know this is a Taurus thing. Taurus knows that, okay, so what if I don't have money? Doesn't mean I can't be of help to people. Is my only value in money? So even if Taurus doesn't have money to give to somebody, okay, or if it's money, definitely it's going off. Like Taurus, come on, money doesn't stick around if people need help. And not everybody, Taurus is not a fool, but yeah, money doesn't stick around, right? I used to call up my friends and we would go out, and if they ever denied, the first question I asked was, is it money? Do not say that you're not coming out because of money. Taurus, you give. You give, you give, you give, you give. You do not stop yourself from giving, no matter what you don't have. No matter what people see as value in a person. No matter. You hold your own value. So the guilt goes away when you know you are a giver. You are a creator. The guilt goes away knowing that resources galore outside of you, just waiting. Pick me, pick me, pick me. I'll help you. But are you receptive? Or are you like, oh, I need help. Bloody hell. That's not receptive. That's defensive. That's victim. That's victimhood. That's survivor. The survival mentality. And the guilt of not being able to give back what you received from them. But if you truly see it, Taurus, the guilt will go away, because what you have given is probably way more valuable or invaluable than what you have received so far. So let go of the freaking guilt. Let it go. First of all, you can't really create with guilt burdening you, okay? You can't. Where is that card? Never mind. So creativity did come up, right? It just went away. Okay. It's in reverse, which means this is happening, Taurus. If you have the Taurus element influencing you, this is happening quite naturally, quite organically. So don't again think too hard. Just see it as a confirmation. See it as where this path is leading you. This path is not a hard lesson. This is not here to hurt you, to break you. No, it is here to open you up to receiving, to finally accepting that, you know what? It's not even balanced out yet how much I've given and how much I've received. It's not even balanced yet. Okay? So, fuck guilt. Not aggressively. It's just something that we would feel. Not say like fuck guilt, but yeah, fuck guilt. Fuck guilt. We are on the grid. We are all giving and receiving the whole time. And some people, they just snatch. But we are all here. We are all here. We're giving and receiving this whole time. All phenomena. Whether it be the rocks, the mountains, the river, the grass, the sun. Don't matter. Or the people, the animals, the birds. We are giving and receiving all the time. So guilt is ego-based, Taurus. We drop it. Okay? We drop it. Think about it. It's a natural rule of living. We give, we receive. We give, we receive. It's trading. All dang time. And whatever you're creating is again for the grid, right? For the grid, right? So take the help and do not feel guilty about it, Taurus. Next up. I love this card. Okay, so comparison and in reverse. Come on, who would not love this card? Comparison goes away. See, another thing that you would need to learn, another thing to be the ultimate creator who is open to receiving is you stop comparison. There is no comparison here. Look at this. There are two trees. Can you compare these two? This is bamboo, right? And this is your regular tree. Both trees, can you compare them? You can. Also, creator takes time. Not every seed when sown is going to grow on the same rate. It's not going to come up and sprout out of the earth and then grow at the same rate. Seeds are different. They are of different species, plant varieties. It could be that the seed next to you grew very fast, sprouted real fast, and then grew to this ginormous size. In 4 years, it's just a beautiful young tree. And there's another seed which is yet to sprout a single leaf, a clover maybe. It takes that seed 4 years to keep nutritioning itself, taking from the grid, the nutrition from the soil, which is again the grid, the love of the gardener, again the grid, the attention, the sun, again the grid. For 4 years that seed is going to grow inside. It's going to keep taking all the nutrition from the soil, the sun, the gardener, the fertilizers, the love, the care, the attention. And then it will sprout out and it will shoot so quick. In 4 years, it took 4 years for that seed to sprout, and it didn't just sprout 3 leaves. It freaking grew way above the young trees of the same age by now. So the creator, you could be taking some long ass time, right? Are you going to compare that to how much time others took? Are you going to compare it? Please don't, because first of all, I don't even believe that I'm saying this, because that's the first thing. I mean, that's the first rule. You do never ever compare. Why would you? The creator knows to never compare. Ever. There is no comparison. There's just wonder. There's no comparison. Taurus, the ego goes away. You will never compare yourself to nobody. You won't need to. Why? Everybody outside of you, every human being outside of you is an eternal soul embodying the entire universe. They've been here since the creation of universe, every soul. Where is the comparison? What is there to compare? What timelines are you comparing here? being just as eternal as them, loving it, living it. So you drop the guilt, you stop the comparison, and then my favorite card came out. Hold on, I'm gonna pause just quick. Sorry, Taurus, I just needed to pick up the two cards. I didn't even know where they had fallen off. So, the last card of this reading is everybody's favorite, the Lovers. So, this is what Taurus is trying to teach you at this moment. Being a Taurus, if you're not receptive to the grid the way you are when you're creating, this might be, I mean, it's always possible, right? But if you are the creator Taurus, then this isn't just the temporaries, the creation, the creative, the imaginative in you might like it, but this is not the kind of love you can have because you're not open to receiving, are you? You cannot. You are in survivor mode maybe, or you are seeking help and not liking it maybe. The guilt, the anger that comes with it, the damage that it does to your psyche, will never let this happen the way you believe it to be. Because we do believe that we all need love, right? We all want that. But when it happens, are we receptive to it? You can be in a relationship for a good long time and not be receptive to love from that person. Even if you are very loving, very kind, and very lovable towards that person, it could be that you're still not receptive to it. Because you don't just get receptive with one person, Taurus. If you're thinking that that's how it works, you're wrong. It is not one person that you hold off for. That, there's this one person that I will open up to. That's not it. You're receptive to the whole freaking grid. You have to accept that and then open up to it. And it's already happening, Taurus. So don't tell me it's not. It's pushing you. It's pushing you. This whole energy, if you wanted to know where it's taking you, why so many hard stuff happening, it is to push you to receive again, to suspend your ego and then receive. One more thing it could mean. Comparison, right? This came before this. Sorry. Where's the Lovers? Where did the Lovers go? Okay, yeah. Comparison. Okay. Bring your past. It's again bringing your past into the future, because comparison is always based off past experiences, Taurus. So bringing your past in any way into the future is a big no-no. No. You're the creator. You are not the copier. You're the creator. Get that. You don't compare, you don't contrast. No more. You never have. But in your own way you do. You compare how long it took you maybe, or is taking you. Maybe this whole journey of the creator opening up to receptivity again. Having that kind of, I trust you. This is a leap of faith, right? I trust you. Again. And it is not, there are three people in this card. You don't open up to one person. You know what is wrong with opening up to one person alone? It's like putting all your eggs in one basket. You are hoping that person to prove that humanity still exists. You're from the grid, and so are they. Everybody is from the grid. This is the grid. Receiving from the grid is different from receiving from one individual. You're open to receiving from the endless resources outside of you. Endless. There's no guilt attached to it anymore. As long as you have a body, you have a coding, you will be giving and you will be receiving. This is how everybody is. There is no guilt at all, Taurus, and you're the creator. The grid feeds you. The grid feeds you, not just your imagination. The grid feeds you in every manner possible. You are the creator. The grid will always recognize the creator. The creator will always have resources. Always. That's the totality. And if you step into that zone, then yeah, love is yours, man. This fell upright, by the way. So this is an amazingly good reading, because all the cards are upright except for guilt and comparison. So I guess we are not doing both of those anymore. I guess it's pretty shameful to even go down to that level of comparison and forming guilt of any kind anymore. Especially when it comes to receiving, seeking. You are a seeker. This is what you have given. But if you cannot receive, Taurus, this is never happening, right? But in the age of Aquarius, Taurus, the Taurus element in you is going to make sure this happens. It's going to take you to that extent where you are open to the grid, egoless, where you recognize the eternal in you. You recognize that as long as I'm alive, it's all going to be give and take anyway. When you are receptive, you're not receptive from a selfish perspective. You're receptive from a loving perspective. You do not see people as threats, especially people who you seek help from, as threatening or as threatening to your dignity, your self-respect, your prestige, your image. Oh, I give, I don't take. Ask what you want. I'm the genie. If you've been through a tower moment, if you're going through some shambles, if you now see yourself having to rely on others, and you feel like you've got to be shameless to do so, well, that's where you're wrong. You don't need to be shameless to do so. You must accept that the resources outside of you are as much yours as they are everybody else's. You are not alone. You are not only the giver, you're also the receiver. I'll leave you with these two cards and then I will open an advice card for you. But this whole experience is talking about that major breakthrough that you're having right now with the suspension of your ego. Taurus, I know ego doesn't much come into picture with you. This is why you're so angry. This is why you get angry, Taurus, that wish I had more ego. And now you're asking me to suspend even the things that I have. The leftover ego that I have. That's it. Come on. It's not like I'm asking you to take crap from others, Taurus. That's not it. Never. It's how I gave that example, if you think upon it. Going to another person, seeking help. What do you think before you even reach that person? What is your inner atmosphere? How do you feel? Do you feel like a survivor? Do you feel useless? Do you feel helpless? Do you feel like you are no longer a giver? Because you're giving. Especially when you feel like you cannot give. So you give even more. Oh shit, I cannot give. Let me do some extra. this will be pretty imbalanced even if it happened, even if, let's say, if we are talking about a relationship, a person specific. How are you going to flourish with another person with this kind of a problem, an imbalance between giving and receiving within you and the grid? Because the person, whoever is coming towards you, whether it is a person or another situation, it will always involve people in some form or manner. Okay, it will. So whenever this person, this thing, this situation shows up, how exactly are you going to be? The giving and receiving, this person is also from the grid, the situation is also from the grid. It's not an alien, it's another situation. It's all resources, these are all the grid. Yes, love is a resource. Yes, it is. It drives the creator fuck. It is the only resource the creator wants, needs, cares for. And this is what the creator thinks that everybody wants, needs, cares for. What? Love. And what Taurus does, what does the creator does? All I know is the biggest thing you can have is this. So I'm going to give you this. Loves, giving. This can't happen if you're giving only. It's got to be giving and receiving, both. If you are unable to receive Taurus, then the giving has become toxic, hasn't it? It has become toxic. One more moment. So Taurus, I don't care how many times you have given and not received a single thing back, or maybe you have practiced it by now that, yeah, it's okay, I'm going to give and not receive. However it is with you, Taurus, however, maybe receiving it hurts your ego, definitely. Hurts your heart to receive, to know that it's not genuine enough. It is not enough. It is not as detailed, maybe. It is not as solid as you, Taurus. Because you know the worth of emotions. You know that there will be a lot of giving and receiving till you're dead, only to continue it in many bodies simultaneously, immediately, maybe, the whole giving and receiving. And the only thing you take with you or you perpetuate after you're dead, it's got nothing to do with the resources that you're seeking from other people, or you have to call or accept from other people. It's got nothing. Those are not the things that will perpetuate, and that's why you always give people the things you know are permanent, like love, understanding, friendship, advice, a listening ear, sympathy, bonding, or just moments. It's what you know, right? You know that the energy is going to carry this with them. So you are a giver, Taurus. You are. But if you're not open to receiving, well, it's no longer an option, as you can see. It's something that's already happening. You cannot make this up. You can see that it's happening. If you are on the Taurus spectrum, it is happening to you. This is your lesson. In any way, this is what you're going through, or you're seeing people go through this. But it's definitely affecting you in whatever magnitude. This is your lesson. The breakthrough is to come to the understanding that giving and receiving go hand in hand, and both need to be balanced inside you. Do not ask that of people, Taurus. That's where the ego comes in. You do not ask or expect it from people. You do it by you. They catch on to it. They catch on to your vibe, your energy. They catch on to it. Okay? And trust me, when you are in receptive mode, This is from me, okay? I'm gonna say, when you are in the receiving mode, the grid's got a lot of gifts to give you. It's been holding gifts for a long time, Taurus. The whole grid. It's not just love. It's not just a person. It's not one situation. It's not one thing. There's a lot that you have stopped yourself from receiving, probably for a long time. Many births even. Maybe the Taurus energy in you, the Taurus element in you has been struggling with this idea of giving and receiving for a long time, and the struggle's about to end, because this is the soul's lesson. This is the eternal's lesson. This is not a body lesson. The body is going to be like, you know what? I do well all on my fucking own. I create. I don't need you. I will look at you from a distance and I will paint you. I don't need you. Thanks. Bye. That's the coding, Taurus. The eternal in you, though, is probably, well, it's not going to go through this time around. This is the end. This is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a lesson. And this is the biggest lesson that, Taurus, you will ever learn. Because having giving and receiving in proper order within you, it's the key to accessing all gifts, everything, from all phenomena, not just people, from rocks, trees, animals, plants, grass, sun, moon, everything. There's a lot. The gifts have just been on pause, like a dam. It's gonna open up, and then you're gonna probably understand what receiving was and how you were not receiving before. What is the difference between receiving help and being receptive? Yeah. Receiving help, matter of ego, matter of pride. Receptive, there's no guilt, there's no comparison in receptivity, right? You cannot receive if you believe that you're unequal or you are in this comparison mode. Let's draw you an advice card, Taurus. I guess we are shooting like 1 hour, 7 minutes. Get some rest, Taurus. This is more like take it in, Taurus. Take it in. Soak up. Take it in, Taurus. So yeah, some of you guys are finding love. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Some of you, but most of you, it's not about finding love, by the way. It's about finding love within, finding love outside. It's about knowing how love operates. That is not through a person. It is not through a person's action. Love operates in everything that is on the face of this planet. And so does other energies. So what you call out is on you. What you're coaxing out is on you, Taurus. Okay. So I'll see you guys again somewhere mid-month. Okay. And comment below if any of this is, resonating with you. You found love? Is that it? Have you felt any guilt or shame in reaching out, in receiving help? I would like to know. I know this is a Taurus story. I know it. I'm living it. I know it. But this is not a personal read, by the way. But since I'm a Taurus. Take care, guys. I love you.